So recording is started. So the continuation topic yesterday, delivery controller. So yesterday we have discussed about what is the delivery controller, which is where it will be stand, and we discussed about what is the system requirement, and we have successfully installed a delivery controller role on 2016 operating system. So as I told you before, the delivery controller is running on the control layer. It is a broker connections between the users and with their desktops and applications. Not only the brokering, and it optimizes the user sessions and load balancing of users connections. So example, at a suddenly if more users are connected, that sessions can be load balanced between the application servers and desktop servers. And from the delivery controller area, you can power on, power off. So power state can be managing from the delivery controller, and the registration of the VDM missions can be managing. That means in the resource layer, you're creating a server missions and desktop missions and physical missions that can be registered with the delivery controller, so that the mission can be delivered desktop and applications to the end user. So basically delivery controller comprised of 20 services. So now yesterday we have created a server, right? So we have installed Citrix controller service. So this is a machine I have installed it. This is a machine I have installed it. So let me open the services.msc, services.msc, and you can check that how many services were installed on this machine. The last time we have installed license server, and this time we are installing delivery controller role. See here, so many services were installed, so many services. Yeah. So these services are comprised and managing the delivery controller services. If any one services also failed, so we cannot managing that. So yesterday we have installed one database services like SQL. So this database is nothing but is a site database to connecting all the 20 plus services to connecting to the site database communication. So going forward, whatever the configuration and whatever the session management, whatever the work will be doing on day-to-day activity, all the information will be stored on the site database. So the delivery controller, the role is same for Zenap product and Zendesk product. There is no separate product. And recommendation from Citrix is delivery controller should be run on separate machine to avoid a resource contention. So delivery controller is just brokering the connections, optimizing the load balancing, okay, both managing the Zenap and Zendesk. If you are installing additional roles also, like a storefront, like we have a director, like we have a license server, so that will give you overburden on the delivery controller. It cannot managing properly, so that will give you a bad experience for user sessions. So don't do that. But in training in our environment, so in the delivery controller, we are installing only license server. That's it. After that, we are not doing anything. Director we are installing. Director will not give any problem. So I'm not installing any other apart from that. Understood? So next, moving to that. So you know, right? These are the operating system will be supporting for Zenapps and desktop services. So today we are going to configure the Zenapps and desktop site. What is meaning of site? So basically, site is nothing but a collection of and managing your Zenapps and desktop deployment. So if you want to deliver your application, you want to deliver your desktops, that we doing with the site only. So the delivery controller site databases, okay, the both are made available for users in the site level. Okay, if delivery controller is down, the site cannot be accessible. If site is down, your site database is down, your site cannot be accessible. So all are interrelated. All are interrelated. So require minimum one delivery controller to create a site. Minimum one delivery controller. So for load balancing, for high availability, so we required a minimum two delivery controller per site we are creating. In real-time environment, minimum they'll be maintained two delivery controller, maximum 4 to 6 delivery control they'll be managing based on the number of applications and desktops you are delivering. Number of desktops and applications you are delivering. So now this is the main concept. So as I told you before, we are teaching advanced course. So we are creating multiple delivery controller and we are creating in the a single site. Next. So guys, basically Zenab Zendesk site database configuration. So yesterday we have created SQL database, right? In the SQL databases, there are three databases will be created. Okay. So each database, it will plays a different role and managing the Citrix services. Let's see, these are the three databases. One is site database, second one is monitoring database, third one is logging database. So at present, all these three databases we are creating on same delivery controller only. I'm not specifically creating a separate SQL server, but in a real-time environment, the SQL server is separate. That will be managing by your database administrator team. But in our training, I don't want to unnecessarily waste your time to creating SQL server, configuring the databases and connecting the site informations to SQL server. Lot of nonsenses. So that's what I'm completely removing. So only just installing along with the delivery controller SQL services, and these three databases are creating automatically in the same XDC server in SQL service role. Understood? And moving to, so now we have to create and configure the Zenab Zendesk site and install Citrix directory. So these two things will be pending now. I'm doing right away. So first exercise 3.7, I'm going to create and configure the Zenab Zendesk site. So for doing this Zenab Zendesk site configuration, first I need to install Studio application. So you can install anywhere Studio, but I don't want to specifically installing anywhere. So I'm going to install it the Studio application on the your delivery controller only. So yesterday I have already mounted Zenab Zendesk ISO file directly. I am opening here, install run program from the media, click S.
You are recording the class, right?
Yes. So class is recording and videos are sharing. Okay. So we have ample of time in a week, Monday to Friday, and whether you are doing the lab or not, up to your wish. I'm not questioning to anyone. So you are paying additional amount for lab, and whether you need to practice or not, up to your wish. Okay. I will not ask to anyone. I will not question to anyone. If you have any problem in the during the lab, we can help you. But after 1 week or after 6 7 classes, after that you are starting the fresh installation, definitely I cannot help. Okay. So I don't have time to spend with you. This is the right time you can spend with you with the lab, and you can start installing. Please understand. See here, what we need to install: Citrix Studio. So Citrix Studio is a not a server, it is a application. It is application to managing the delivery controller. So without Studio application, we cannot managing the delivery controller service. So the studio application, we can install it not only the delivery controller, you can install it on any of the network machine, either server, either desktop, your wish. Understood? So tomorrow no class, right? So I'll Saturday class. I'll check everybody lab. So and make sure before the class, and you have to start the server and open this console. I'll show you. So until that, if you are creating, that's well and good. I can delete the server. I can move to the next stage. Okay. So if you are not following means I cannot help you. So that's what I'm telling you before only. So please try to understand, if you're not helping means don't take it in a negative way. Because of, if you are not spending your time, so definitely it will be burden everybody. So the class will not move in a smooth way. So we are in a proper way, we are doing that. Okay. So now the installation is started. So accept the terms and conditions. Next. Now this is a studio role we are installing. Next. And click install. So please follow the our training instructions. Once you completed the lab, and you please send a message on the WhatsApp group. I'm seeing only one person is doing the lab and continuously sending a message, but rest of the people are not. So if you have any difficulties, you definitely welcome. So please call me, and you can sit with me and you can do your lab immediately. Okay. So from tomorrow onwards, Shiva will be available from morning to evening. So you can utilize him. So if any lab queries and lab connectivity issues, he will take care of it. So please continue to utilize him. So now just click on install. It will take a minute. So that's it. Installation is a small component. Then after that, we used Studio to connect our delivery controller, and I'll create a Zenab Zendesk site. Okay. Classroom. Yeah, so Studio Console is successfully installed. Then, and I'm going to launch a studio. Either if you are select this option, or else not a problem. You can click finish, and you can close this window, and you can open the start button, and you have to click on studio here. So studio application will open. It will take a 30 seconds to 1 minute. So leave it for some time, and the application will open smoothly. Do not click cancel and close. Do not terminate. Don't close the sessions unnecessarily. So once this console is working fine, then you can close this. That's it. So this is the first time when you're opening the Studio Console on your system, this is a screen will come. So there are three setups will be there. So now we are doing the site setup. That you are doing a site setup. So now in the site setup, so now deliver applications and desktop to your users. Just click here. Now it will open a new window. So here you can provide your site name. Example, my site name is India. Example, I'm providing like this. Next. So these are the three databases as I told you before: site database, monitoring database, logging database. All the three databases is running on the local machine. The SQL Express service, SQL service is running. Just click on next. Now it validating the database port on the local system. It will go to the next screen. See here, this is your license server. This is your license server. So we need to address that, then we have to accept the license so that your delivery controller it start communicating to license server and fetching the license file. So guys, as of now, where we install the license services in our lab, where we installed it
What is that? ESXi server.
on XDC server, guys. Okay, Citrix license server role అండి ఎక్కడ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసాం?
HTC server.
Same machine, right? So that's what we are giving this name. So if you don't want, you can remove this and you can provide the same name. Example, PRA hyphen XTC hyphen 001 dot lab dot com colon 27,000. This is a port number. So just click connect. It's trying to validate. Yes, it's successfully validate. And now we are connecting with a 30 days trial version. As I told you before, we don't have any licenses, so we are going with the 30 days free trial. Next. So now where we are doing your lab, where we are connecting your environment, and which environment you are creating your resources, and everything will be called as connection. So we have different set of communications are there. We can use a Zen server hypervisor, Microsoft Hyper-V, VMware vSphere, cloud platform. This is a Citrix Cloud, Microsoft Azure Cloud, Amazon EC2, physical wake online. So no machine management. So these are the different types will be there. So going forward, I'll be take up the separate class and we will be setting up our Citrix, VMware environment. Then I'll be configure it. Okay. And so at present I'm selecting the no machine management. Click on next. And these options are old versions and we are not using this. Next and click on finish. So this will create it will take 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, so now site database, logging database, monitoring database, all the three database will create. So please wait for some time. Okay, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Hello, I'm back. So there's a power interruption. Let me connect to the lab. I'm sharing my screen. So the continuation class. Guys, create and configure the Zenapps and desktop site is completed. So now the exercise 3.8, install Citrix director. Okay, so very simple. In the same mission, just open the file explorer, open the Zenapps and desktop setup. So once the screen is open, you should select the director console. So guys, once your installation everything is completed now, so most of the configuration we will be completed. Okay, so max this Saturday Sunday most of the installation everything will be completed, all the Citrix Zenapps and desktop components. So the next week onwards and all, we are only going for theoretical topics, and we have to set up the scenario, and we are delivering applications, delivering desktops, policies, configuration. This type of environment we are doing. Understood? So now I just select the director. So once the direct installation, I'm going to take very important concept, databases and localhost cache. So this concept I'll explain. So instead of spending here more time, so I'm directly taking the next topic, databases and localhost cache. So as we discussed before, the site configuration, it's taking three databases, right? One is site database, configuration logging database, monitoring database. So now site database. So what is meaning of site database means these three informations will be running. So like running site configuration. Running site means what is the site name, which location, what is the IP address of delivery controllers, how many sessions are connected, who is connected, so what is the username, what is the desktop it is connected, all the information they'll be running on the site database. The second one, configuration logging database. So Site configuration changes. Site configuration means you are creating some applications, you are creating some desktops, you are modified some settings. Whatever the administrator is doing activities on the Citrix site, all the information will be stored on the logging database. So finally, monitoring database, which user is connected, how many sessions are connected, the session information, all the information stored in the monitoring database. So now we are installing director, right? So the particular director service will be running on monitoring database only. If the monitoring database is down, we cannot able to fetch the data from director console. Now, this is the scenario. In case the database is failure, what is the impact in your company? Sorry, impact your company. That means your account. So this is your troubleshooting will start here. So please listen carefully. So if database means which database is down. So which database is down means out of three database, if site database is down, what will be occur? If configuration database is down, what is your situation? If monitoring database is down, what is your output? Everything we can check this. So example, your site database is down, it is not communicating to delivery controller. This is the first scenario number one. This is a scenario number one. Example, user cannot launch certain new session. Example, user is trying to connect applications and user is trying to connect the desktops. Okay, that cannot be possible. So that means new sessions cannot be established if site database is down. Administrator cannot leverage a studio on director. That means user cannot able to open the studio console. User cannot able to open director console. So we can easily find out that if studio console and director console, if user is not able to launch a new session, you can easily identify your site database is down. The second one, configuration logging database. But configuration logging means this is an optional setup. Either you can enable, either you can disable. If you are enable, again there are two options will be there. One is a mandatory, not mandatory. If your mandatory means, if the database is down, if administrator whatever the activities he is doing, that information is not stored, right? So that condition, there are two options will be there. One is a mandatory option, another one is a not mandatory option. So mandatory means in the logging database, if mandatory checkbox is enabled, if the database is down, the delivery controller user is already connected, he cannot do any changes. He cannot do any changes because of mandatory option. If you are selecting not mandatory, even though it is a configuration logging database is down, he can do changes, but whatever the changes he is doing on the delivery controller, that activities cannot be recorded in the logging database area. So this is the main information. I'll show you. So in a studio console, the database is how you can set up the mandatory, not mandatory. Okay, let's go to the lab. So we have already studio console and we have a configuration. Right click, this is a configuration option will be there. One is a site logging and monitoring. So this is a logging database. This is your logging database. So especially the particular logging database, we have a separate option will be there. Go to the logging option and see at present whatever I am doing the work, everything it is recorded. So if I right click, go to preferences, disable enable option is there, and again mandatory, not mandatory option is available. Your wish. So either you want to disable, you can disable. So logs will not save. If enable means the data will be either mandatory or not mandatory. Just give me a minute. So do you have any questions on logging database, how to configure and how to enable the mandatory option, how to not mandatory option we are selecting. So you can select, right? See this logging security, allow changes to the site configuration when the database is not available. Administrator cannot make untracked changes. See this is the one. So prevent the changes means this is a mandatory. So prevent changes the site configuration when database is not available. Studio will become read only. Administrator until the database available. So that means read only means only can able to access. That's it. He cannot do any changes. So that is the option is there. So based on your requirement you can select it, but normally the first option only will be enabled because of everybody we are administrator, right? We know what is good and what is a bad. So we are in the position to managing the Citrix. Definitely we have a trust with our client. So that option by default not mandatory. So logging will be enabled, and mandatory not mandatory means not mandatory only will enable it. Any questions here?
No.
So coming to, so directory is installing. So just side by side we'll install it. So for director we required delivery controller. So what is the delivery controller name? PRA hyphen XDC hyphen lab.com. Click test connection successfully running. Add next. Install remote assistance for troubleshooting purpose we are using. Next, and it will show you the install screen and you can click and install the delivery controller role. So then third one is monitoring database. The monitoring database means administrator cannot view historical data. That means if users is accessing last 1 week, 1 month data, that cannot be viewed if the monitoring database, because of each and every connection status information will be stored on monitoring database only. Okay, so that cannot be viewed, and administrator cannot use a studio on director. So both will be down automatically. So you can easily find out that. So the database is down. So based on the scenario, you need to understand and which database is down, you need to identify. So they will not tell you anything, this database is failure and all. Understood? Coming to local host cache. So why local host cache is coming to the picture? So come back here. So impact of database failure, user cannot launch a certain new session, right? If the site database is failure. So this is a more impact, right, in your company. So logging database also it will not impact. Monitoring database also it will not impact. Only if site database is down, the applications cannot be launched by the user if the site database is down. So to avoid this situation, to overcome, Citrix is introducing, there is an additional database called localhost cache. Guys, just can you give a glance at one time and we can read the entire paragraph so we have an idea. I'll explain it. So what is the use of localhost cache? Allows connection brokering operations in a site to continue when database outage occur, right? So localhost cache will help us to continue to brokering the session when database outage occurs. This is a main problem. So the local host cache is a main key role playing in a Citrix environment. So local host cache we also called as local DB. So this local DB you have remember yesterday class at the time of installing the delivery controller there is a local host service will be installing. You can please refer yesterday class video. How many of you remember yesterday class when we are installing the delivery controller role, the local host cache entry will be there. You can please check that. Okay. So the local host cache, additionally there are two services will be running. One is a config synchronization service. Another one is high availability service. So let's go to what is meaning of config synchronization service, high availability service very clearly in this diagram. So local host cache, how it will work in normal operations in database outage. In normal operations, very simple, the delivery controller synchronize the configuration data from central SQL database to local SQL Express database every 2 minutes if changes have been made. So that means normally the local host cache will be running on the delivery controller. So this is called local DB. Every 2 minutes this database will be connecting to site database. It will be downloading the information. What downloading the information? Any new changes is happened. So that will be checking every 2 minutes. That is called 120 second. 120 seconds. Yes, 120 seconds. Okay. So this is a normal operations. How the communication will be happen? User is connecting to storefront and user is connecting the machine. So the session will be connecting to broker service and broker service will be connecting to site database. Broker service nothing but is a delivery control service. But internally the broker service will be connected to config synchronization service. This will be connecting to secondary broker service and it will be connecting to SQL local database. So user will not directly connecting to local database at the time of site database is available. In a site database is unavailable. So during the database outage, all delivery controllers in a zone will elect the primary delivery controller to handle all VDA registration and session brokering. Guys, as I told you before, in a site not only we are running one delivery controller. Okay, one delivery controller. We have more than one delivery controller. If more than one delivery controller means each delivery controller we have a local DB that's called local host cache. So in out of three or maybe two delivery controller, which delivery controller local host cache will managing the brokering sessions? That is a question. So in this area we have a election process will handle. So in election process very simple, the primary delivery controller. So primary means in the site whichever the delivery controller is first time you created, that is a primary delivery controller. In the primary delivery controller, local host cache will be handle all the users connections. So how it will be connected? So directly the session will be connected to secondary broker and it will be connected to local SQL DB. That's it. So until site database is up, the users will be continuously connecting to secondary broker service and SQL databases only. So this is a normal operations and this is a database outage operations with the local host cache. So now if you have any questions, you can ask me.
So in database outage, you told it will be directly connecting to local DB, right?
Yes.
Then when it comes to normal operations after the data outage is done and it comes to normal operations, then
Once you
local.
fix this site database issue, automatically you'll come
Mhm.
back to the normal operations.
Okay. So how about the data? Even data will automatically move to the normal, I mean, site database again?
No data is nothing but actually all the database will be in safe condition only site database. Even site database is down also. We have a backup, right?
Oh yeah.
So in the backup we can retrieve it. Not a big deal. Any questions, guys? So now, local host cache consideration. So local host cache consideration means during DB outage, only in the during DB outage, what are the things will be we have to consider. So you cannot use a studio or run PowerShell commandlets. If database is down, I already told you know, so studio will not work, even PowerShell also will not work. No power operations, that means from the studio console, you cannot power on, power off the virtual machine. Anonymous sessions will be rejected. So actually, anonymous sessions will not use it. Anonymous means everybody can connect to the Citrix? No, only authenticated users. Anonymous we are not using. This is a security breach, so we are not encouraging. New mission assignment cannot be made during the outage. So that means if a new user is joined to the company, he is requesting to assign a new desktop. No, it will not possible because site database is down. How can you create a new database and you can assign to the user? It is not possible. Automatic enrollment and configuration of remote PC access is not possible. Remote PC access method is there. So in our environment that cannot be possible. Automatic election, automatic enrollment configuration for your session, it is not working. Alphabetical election will be determined which delivery controller on the site. I told you know. So which is a delivery controller to manage the site? Primary delivery controller. Okay, the primary delivery controller, local host cache will lead the site. In case primary delivery controller is down, what is the next one? Who will managing the site? In order, second delivery controller. In orderly, second delivery controller. Election. Example, if you're doing, maybe not do that. Example, you are participating election. So if some XYZ politician, he's died, what will happen? So who is
So
the
I have a
secondary
question,
person will be
Mahesh.
leading that, right? That's it. Election, normal election, the same way. So here also same thing. The primary will be taking care. So if primary is down, the secondary will take care of it. So
I have a question, Mahesh.
tell me.
So if let's say if the primary is got down and we are using the secondary one, so still we can deliver the applications and desktop to the
Yeah, we
secondary.
can deliver normal operations, but site database is still down. Site database is still down. Your primary delivery control also is still down, but only you're running with the secondary delivery controller local host cache. Okay, but we cannot publish a new application.
Yeah, that's
The
my question. Yeah.
users will continue. Okay, so please see during DB outage, huh? During DB outage. And pooled VDA. Pooled VDA means Windows desktops will not be broken. So in pooled VDA concept will not working. So that's the main concept. So pooled VDA everything will be registered on the site database only. So it cannot be worked. So the next one, local DB service is required extra RAM for delivery controller. Yes, obviously our delivery controller we are providing like 8 GB RAM, 16 GB RAM like that. Even local databases uses up to 4 CPUs we need to provide. 4 cores we can provide it, up to single socket. I think this concept I already told you before only. So very clearly what is meaning of core, what is meaning of CPU, what is meaning of socket. I already explained. Yes or no? ఫస్ట్లోనే చెప్పాను నేను మీకు క్లాసెస్ గురించి ల్యాబ్ చెప్పేటప్పుడు ఫస్ట్లో చెప్పాను నేను. సో దట్స్ వన్. And during outage, the local DB will consume the local storage IO. Definitely. So if your local database is running and it is using, no, definitely the IO communication will be getting more, right? So obviously incoming and outgoing process will be getting more on the delivery controller. This is as usual. And during an outage, one broker handle all connections. As I told you before, out of all the delivery controllers, one delivery controller local host cache will be handle all the brokering connections. Primary delivery controller local host cache will be taking the responsibility based on the election process. Okay. And how many VDAs you can able to handle? Only 5,000 connections only can successfully can manage it. If more than, not possible. We have some limitation. local host cache is disabled by default in new installation. You can please remove this topic. Okay. ఇది చాలా ఓల్డ్ అంటే మీకు ఓల్డ్ అవసరం లేదు. సో దిస్ డాక్యుమెంట్ ఈజ్ ఐ హ్యావ్ టేకన్ ఫ్రమ్ Citrix is a 7.12 version, but I am teaching 7.15. So what is the meaning here? What is the meaning here? Up to 7.0, up to 7.12, local host cache concept is no more in Citrix. In that place, there is a connection leasing process. They used it, but connection leasing is not up to the mark. They have a lot of issues. So again, Citrix introduced 7.12 local host cache for their clients. But what do you mean reintroduce means what? Local host cache is not new to the Citrix. Local host cache is already used in Xenap 6 and 6.5. Understood? Xenap 6 and 6.5 we already used it. But in 7.0 that removed that option is removed, and there is a new concept they introduced that is called local host connection leasing. So connection leasing is not up to the mark. Again reintroduced a local host cache. But from 7.12 connection leasing also available, local host cache also available. But in 7.12 it is introduced, right? So by default the local host cache is a disabled state, connection leasing will be enabled state. So if you want local host cache, you should enable by using PowerShell command. But local host cache and connection leasing both cannot be enabled at the same time. Any one we can enable. So that means first we have to disable the connection leasing, enable the local host cache. Both we can, if you want, you can disable, but both we cannot at a time, we cannot enable. This is a principle. Any question? Any questions, please? Right. So local host cache available, how the process will be step by step. The user authenticates storefront normally. So storefront will be presenting the username and password. Storefront forward the credentials to delivery controller, and delivery controller authenticates the users and enumerate the resources via database. That means the user have what are the properties and application information, everything taken from the site database. Then fourth step, on the end user machine we have a receiver. It obtains the response to start the session with the VDA machine. So the controller synchronizes the site database to local. So automatically the site database will be updated in the local DB. So this is a normal operations. In the down, so the step will be the delivery controller will not connect to site database directly. The delivery controller will be talked to local DB and information will be provided, and the end user machine will be taking the session from the particular VDA machine. This is the normal and unavailable operations. Any questions? Any questions? Local host cache in normal operations and database unavailable operations. So that's it. So guys, we are over this topic, and now coming to the lab, and check that your directory is installed or not. Your directory is installed or not? Yes, successfully. No, not installed. Sorry. It will take some time. So please install. Meanwhile, I'll show you how to check the connection leasing is enabled, or maybe local host cache is enabled. How can you check that? So open start button, open PowerShell. ASNMP Citrix star. This is a command to load the Citrix commandlets to the PowerShell. ఈ కమాండ్ ఏం చేస్తుందంటే సిట్రిక్స్కి సంబంధించిన పవర్షెల్ కమాండ్స్ అన్నింటినీ లోడ్ చేస్తుంది మిషన్లోకి. ఆల్ ద కమాండ్లెట్స్ విల్ లోడ్ టు ద PowerShell application. So then you can run the PowerShell Citrix commands. Get broker site. Get broker site. So now we'll give you the complete information about your site information. You can see here connection leasing enabled false, local host cache enabled true. So this is 7.15 now. By default local host cache is enabled, connection leasing will be disabled. Do you want to disable the local host cache and enable the connection leasing? Yes, we can do. There is a command will be available. I'll show you. Very simple command. Enable LHC in Synapse 7.5. So this is a command, guys. This is a command. You can use this. I'll paste it on the WhatsApp. Okay, I'll paste it on the WhatsApp. You can check later. Set broker site. Set means what? We are applying the value. That is called set. Get means you are to generating the information. So set broker site hyphen localhost cache enabled. So what we need to do in the enable? So already it's enabled now. So we have to give $true. True means enable. So $true means enable. False means what? Disable. So next connection leasing enabled true. True means enabled. Hit enter. That's it. Now you can use the command get broker site. You can check here. Now localhost cache is false. That means disabled. Connection leasing is enabled. So now guys, you want to try both should be enabled at the same time. That also I'll show you whether it is working or not. You will get a message. Localhost connection leasing may not both enable at the same time. Okay, so guys, again you have to disable the connection leasing. See here, localhost cache enable is true. So any questions now? I'm leaving for next 2 minutes. You can ask your questions.